Step into the mysterious. Get ready for some spooky adventures as we explore strange creatures, ghostly happenings, and creepy creatures. These videos will show you the secrets of the supernatural, featuring encounters with weird beings and diving into the world of unexplained events. From the dark corners of the night to places we do not understand, our cameras catch strange and puzzling things. Each video gives you a peek into something extraordinary, making you wonder what is real and giving you a taste of the unknown. Join us on this thrilling journey into the world of strange creatures and mysteries where every video has a story that'll make your hair stand on end. Mystery creature.
What the is this?
One sunny day, something super weird happened at the beach. Imagine a creature, totally strange, lying there like a crashed skeleton. But get this, it had no eyes. Super mysterious, right? A trail camera caught a movie of this oddball during the day, showing off its funky shape. The creature's body was like a mix and match puzzle, making people who saw the pics super curious. No eyes, no regular stuff, just a weird shape against the sandy background. How did it even end up on the sand? Was it from outer space or maybe from the deep sea? Lots of questions and nobody had the answers. What made it even more mysterious was that nobody knew its name. Nobody could figure out what this strange thing was. People chatted and guessed like crazy, just like seagulls making a racket. The trail camera set that strange moment, making the sand, once a chill place, into a riddle zone. It was like a secret mystification waiting for curious folks to figure out this eyeless, crashed creature. Paranormal activity. One cold night, the backyard camera caught something weird. A fuzzy white thing popped up suddenly. It danced around like a ghost in an old cartoon, twirling and swirling in the moonlit yard. Nothing could figure out what it was. Was it a curious cloud out for a night stroll? Or maybe a playful snowflake fooling with the camera? The neighbors and the family were puzzled. The fuzzy visitor seemed friendly, like a shy guest at a surprise party. It hopped around, leaving everyone confused. It moved so fast, like a cotton candy ghost trying to stay hidden. The family watched the video again and again, wondering if their backyard was a secret meeting spot for space creatures. The white blur stayed a mystery, a quick caller in the quiet night only seen by the backyard camera. And that is how the story of the ghostly figure became a bedtime tale for the family, making them wonder about the secrets in their own backyard. Giant gator. Once on a sunny island, there lived a super big creature that looked like a giant, unmoving gator. It was so huge it could be related to mountains. One day, a camera spotted this enormous creature in broad daylight. The massive reptile just lay there like time had stopped, with its bumpy, shiny skin reflecting the sunlight. The trees and the ocean around it watched silently. The camera zoomed in, taking a video of every bump and crack on the creature's giant body. Birds nearby perched and stared, amazed by the gigantic sight. The whole day stayed super calm. The creature's eyes, like really old ponds, showed the world but kept their own secrets. The island felt like it was holding its breath, like everything broke. The giant creature, with its stillness, became part of the islet, alive and breathing. It was like a frozen moment in a video, a shot of a day when indeed the biggest things could be seen just being quiet. So the island kept the secret of the giant creature, a huge mystery shining in the daylight. Aggressive spirit.
Something doesn't feel right,
I
does
know.
it? Doesn't feel right at all.
Two brave guys and a tough lady decided to check out a spooky house armed with ghost sensors. Their goal is to catch those playful ghosts causing a melee there. As they went in, it got really chilly, and the old floors made spooky sounds. They held on tight to their ghost sensor gadgets and kept going into the unknown. All of a sudden, a mean and unseen ghost showed up, not being too friendly. The ghost sensors started going crazy, warning them of big trouble. The three familiars held onto their gadgets even tighter. their hearts beating super fast with fear. The creepy feeling got even stronger, and dark started moving on the walls. Out of the blue, the mean ghost let out its power, knocking one of the guys to the ground. The others heaved. Feeling spooked as they tried to understand what was going on. The ghost detectors telephoned like crazy, showing how serious the spooky situation was. In the not-so-bright light, the group realized that catching these ghosts was way scarier than they allowed.
Really impressed upon you. Be careful. Yep.
No way.
Spooky creatures captured. One spooky evening, a man excitedly showed his audience some pictures from his creepy forest adventure. The photos had cute animals like deer and raccoons, their eyes shining in the flashlight. Everyone giggled and wondered as they looked at the snaps, but suddenly the effects got a bit scary when a weird and blurry picture popped up. It made everyone blink and feel a bit uneasy. They tried to figure out what it was, and a mysterious feeling hung in the air. The happy mood turned a bit weird. The man, looking confused but excited, said it might be a spooky critter like a skinwalker. His friends exchanged worried aesthetics, and the room got really quiet as they stared at the strange picture. The man's adventure had come as a surprise, leaving them with lots of questions. The night turned into a suspenseful story, with each friend thinking about the chance of meeting something super strange in the middle of the woods. The cameraman caught paranormal activity. In a spooky old house, a brave guy got caught up in some really weird stuff. As he walked through the creaky halls, strange things started happening. Bam! Something hit the walls and his heart raced. It was not a normal sound. It was like invisible hands playing a spooky tune. His flashlight flickered, making weird darkness dance on the walls. The air got cold, and he felt something there that he could not see. Bam! Again, the walls made a strange noise. Sweat dripped down his face, but he kept going, wanting to figure out the mystery. Suddenly, the room felt alive. Things moved on their own, making a creepy sound. The guy was scared, but did not give up. Bam! This time it felt really near, like the walls were telling secrets. He was nervous but curious, taking careful steps. In this shadowy house, each thud on the walls was like a punctuation mark in a spooky story. The guy, stuck in the middle of the unknown, went deeper, ready to face the strange things in the haunted house. Mysterious lady. One night, when the streets were quiet, something magical happened. In the dim light, a mysterious person appeared. They were covered in dark, and the streetlight blinked as they moved to a silent tune, dancing like it was a secret show for the night. A camera up high caught all of it. This mysterious lady danced so gracefully, like she was part of the night's magic. She wore a long dress and twirled around, making the empty street feel alluring. Her face stayed hidden in the dark, and it seemed like she and the night were participating in their own special language, commodity only the moon and stars understood. The dance went on, each step making a soft sound in the quiet night. Someone in the end could not help but stop and watch. The camera silently recorded every move, saving the secret dance in the road's memory. And just like that, the mysterious lady disappeared into the dark, leaving behind a feeling of magic. Scary attack on man. In a kind of dark room, there was a man sitting all by himself. He'd a cloth covering one of his eyes, and a light bulb hung next to him, making the walls strangely dark. The air felt curious and a little scary as he quietly talked to the darkness, trying to call a ghost. The room became really quiet, and it felt a bit weird. As he sat there feeling more and more excited, his heart started beating faster in the silence.
Can you make a noise? Can you do something to let me know that you're here with me now?
Suddenly, something really cold and scary happened. A shiver went down his back, and the air in the room felt strange, like something from another world. The room, which was quiet before, now had a soft, ghostly whisper in it. The man got surprised and started moving around in the dark, trying to get away from whatever had scared him.
Louise, are you here? Can you just Stand right.
Bigfoot in forest. In a super thick forest, a weird thing got caught on a camera. The video was a bit fuzzy, like when you forget your glasses, and it showed a super tall thing that made everyone look twice. Really tall trees, like skyscrapers, and bushes that share secrets. All of a sudden, the camera shakes, and there it's a huge critter, super big and hairy, like a giant teddy bear with gigantic feet. The video was like a puzzle. Some people squinted to see better, while others could not believe their eyes. The creature walked through the trees, its fur mixing with the dark. The camera had a hard time keeping up, making a shaky dance between being curious and not sure. Is it a make-believe thing come alive, or just a friend in a fuzzy suit taking a walk? People talked about it, their eyebrows up high, and ideas flew around like leaves in the wind. The forest, once a really quiet place for secrets, turned into a loud nest of whispers. Dogman caught on cam. Late one night, a man put his small camera to take a movie of the bright moon. But guess what? Something mysterious was about to be. While the man slept, the camera still filmed everything outside. Suddenly, two glowing eyes popped up at the window. But this was not a regular creature. It was a dogman. Imagine a creature with a person's body and a dog's head. The man kept on dreaming, not knowing about this unexpected guest. The dogman peeked through the window with its furry ears over and its nose sniffing the night air. The man's camera captured each moment, freezing the strange meeting in time. The critter sounded both interested and careful, trying to decide whether to stay or disappear. The man was still lost in dreamland, unaware about the canine-like caller. The quiet night kept the secret, and the camera still showed the incredible moment. A dogman's mysterious visit, caught by a simple camera turning an ordinary night into something extraordinary. Snapping turtle. On a sunny day, a man walked by the sandy beach, holding a small turtle in his hand. The waves talked softly as he carefully carried the little animal, its shell full of earthy colors. The man's eyes sparkled with excitement, and he wanted to keep this moment ever. He took out his magical device, a small rectangular thing that can save memories. With a kind smile, he pressed a button, and the device started recording. The man knelt down, put the turtle on the soft beach, making sure it felt comfy. He talked to the camera, sharing stories about the sea and the tiny hero he had. The turtle, not knowing about the recording, walked on the sand, leaving small footprints on the beach. While the man kept telling the turtle's story, the sun went down, giving a warm glow to this sand tale. The video turned into a special collection of a man, a turtle, and a piece of sand, frozen in time for everyone to watch. Gorgeous bear. In the dark, deep forest, a big, pretty black bear got caught on a hidden camera taking a walk in the moonlight. The camera, hiding in the trees, took a picture of the bear moving easily through the dark. The bear had super dark fur like the night, and its eyes shone softly in the camera's flash. It strolled confidently, its strong legs making it look easy to move through the wild. The leaves under its big paws made a soft sound as it walked, like a quiet, mysterious song in the darkness. The bear sniffed the air, smelling different scents, and its ears perked up, listening to every sound. It was a big, amazing sight, a wild critter not knowing its picture was being taken. The print captured a special moment, showing the bear's wild beauty and the magical feeling of the dark forest. The video reminded us of old stories about nature, where creatures roamed around freely under the shining moon, and the secrets of the night unfolded in a dance of shadows and moonlight. Cheetah vs. gazelle. In a huge place with lots of grass and sun, something exciting was happening. On one side, there were really fast cats with spots, the cheetahs. On the other side, there were these cute, bouncy animals with pointy horns, the gazelles. It was like they were having a big race, but not with swords or shields, just with how fast and quick they could be. The cheetahs were like a team of super fast runners, all set to catch their dinner. And the gazelles, with their big eyes and speedy feet, were like a team of runners trying to get away. It was like a race, but more serious, like a race to stay safe. Cameras were recording everything. Capturing each moment of this wild race in the bright daylight. The cheetahs were making smart moves, trying to catch the gazelles. The gazelles, on the other hand, were jumping and moving fast, doing everything to not get caught for dinner. It felt like a nature movie with the sun shining on the grassy field. Lions catch the crocodile. Once upon a bright day in the wild, some lions got empty. They saw a sneaky crocodile by the river sunbathing. The smart cats still went around the scaly visitor, tails wagging with excitement. A curious camera, over on a grassy hill, zoomed in to see what happened. The lions, like a well-trained team, jumped on the crocodile trying to run down. Teeth showed, and roars filled the air as the fierce cats took down their scaly dinner. The camera, with its unblinking eye, recorded the whole thing. The lions, winners and empty, pulled the crocodile onto the dry land. Sharp claws and empty mouths made fast work of the captured crocodile. The camera, a quiet watcher of nature's wild show, filmed the story of life in the wild, an exciting tale of hunters and the hunted. Baby hippo. Once in a wild place with lots of water, a little hippo was having a super fun time. A smart camera saw the special moment when the tiny hippo decided to go for a swim. Imagine that the sun was shining and the water looked like a huge puddle of fun. Our little friend, with wobbly legs and shiny eyes, walked precisely to the water's edge. Suddenly, with a hop, skip, and a jump, the baby hippo made a big, happy splash. Drops of water danced in the air, showing how happy the little hippo was. The camera took a picture at just the right time, landing the pure joy of the hippo's first syncope. The ripples in the water sounded like the laughter of the tiny adventurer, paddling around and discovering the coolness of its watery playground. Oh, what a fun scene. The camera still recorded the magical water show, making sure that everyone could remember the baby hippo's first splashy adventure. Mountain lion. Once upon a sunny day in the deep woods, a big cat with shiny gold fur and sharp eyes went for a walk. The forest was like its big playground, full of tall trees and leaves that made noise when the wind blew. But then is the interesting part. A secret camera was watching the cat. As the cat walked on a dirt path, its strong muscles moved under its smooth fur. The hidden camera still took a movie, landing the cat's beauty in its home. With each step, the cat sniffed the air, listening for any little sound. The camera saw the shine in its eyes, a blend of being careful and curious. Sun made the cat's fur look indeed more amazing as it walked. There was a fallen log, and the cat used it like a balance ray, showing how good it was at moving. Bizarre bird. Once upon a time, in a hidden forest, something really strange happened. A camera hiding in the trees took a video of a really odd bird. A funny-looking bird sitting on a piece of wood. Its colors were crazy, so bright and weird. The bird's beak was bent in a strange way, like it was smiling in a silly manner. As the camera clicked, everyone wondered, what's this bird? No one knew for sure. It was not like the usual birds you see, it was a mysterious bird. Its feathers were like a puzzle with bright colors, making people scratch their heads. Was it a special kind of raspberry or a collar from a magical place? The piece of wood looked like a royal seat for this strange bird, and the camera made it indeed more interesting. The video became a puzzle with no answer, a shot of something unknown. So deep in the timber, the weird bird stayed a pleasurable secret, making everyone who saw it curious about the stories hidden in its funny feathers. Crocodile at night. One night, near a river in the dark, a sly crocodile slid into the water, its eyes shining with mischief. Slowly, it swam to the riverbank, being super quiet. The moon gave a little light to the bushes and leaves on the shore. As the tricky crocodile got closer, it allowed of taking some bushes and leaves into the water. The curious creature had a sneaky plan. With a quick move, it grabbed at the green stuff, holding it in its strong jaws. The water wiggled as the crocodile moved still, taking the leafy things with it. The clever crocodile did not know a trail camera was quietly watching from the dark, taking video of everything. The camera clicked, capturing the moment when the crocodile pulled its leafy treasures into the water. The bushes and leaves stuck to the reptile, making a funny sight under the moon. Ghostly figure caught in cam. One day, a man decided to explore the forest near their home. As they walked through the trees, the air felt cool, and the leaves made noise under their shoes. Suddenly, a man saw a weird creature, a ghost-like figure with sharp nails like a witch hiding among the trees. It made the man feel a little scared. In a clear space, a rope hung between two trees with clothes on it, moving in the soft wind. The ghostly figure sounded to be taking care of these strange clothes. Cam could not believe their eyes. He quietly watched as the see-through shape moved gracefully in the day. Unable to stop their curiosity, a man went a bit closer, being careful not to make any noise. The ghostly figure kept doing its strange tasks, as if it did not notice the man. Every time the leaves rustled or the clothes creaked, it added to the mystery. It felt like man had found a special place where magic and real life mixed together. Stag roaring in the forest. In a quiet forest, when the sun was shining, something amazing happened. A loud roar echoed through the trees, breaking the peaceful day. It was a stag, a big deer with huge antlers making a strong sound. The camera, quietly placed in the middle of the woods, caught this incredible moment. The stag's roar was like nature's own trumpet, proudly telling everyone it was there. The camera zoomed in on the stag, its eyes showing a wild spirit. Sunlight came through the leaves, making the stag's coat look shiny and gold. At that moment, the whole forest felt still, as if amazed by the stag's loud call. The camera, like a quiet watcher, filmed the strong and wild beauty of the moment. The sounds of the forest leaves moving and birds singing far down, mixed with the stag's roar, making a wild music. It was a moment frozen in time, a video of nature's greatness, as the stag's roar echoed through the day, leaving a big mark on the calm forest. Female mountain lion. In the wild, where big trees and thick bushes make a secret world, something interesting happened. One sunny day, a lady mountain lion stood in front of a trail camera. This camera, like a hidden eye, recorded everything she did. Suddenly, a loud scream echoed in the trees. It was the mountain lion, talking in the language of the wild. The sound filled the air, telling a story of the wild land. With the sun all around, the mountain lion's scream showed a picture of pure nature. The camera, a quiet watcher, captured the wild sounds. The laugh was strong and mysterious, a sign of the wild life in the heart of the forest. At that moment, the trail camera came to a storyteller, participating in the unknown stories of the wild creatures. The lady mountain lion, with her important laugh, left a lasting mark on the forest, reminding everyone that nature's stories are written in roars and whispers under the open sky. Cougar in jungle. In the deep, quiet woods, a clever cougar prowled with curiosity. Its golden eyes glinted in the moonlight as it stealthily moved through the trees, its soft paws barely making a sound on the leaf-covered ground. The forest was its area, and tonight it had a mission. The cougar, a sleek and silent hunter, was on the hunt for something mysterious. Its nose twitched, catching scents that danced through the air. With every step, its keen senses were on high alert. Little did it know a watchful trail camera hidden in the trees was silently observing its every move. As the cougar sneaked through the murk, the trail camera clicked to life, landing the majestic animal in action. The forest, generally a realm of quiet secrets, now held evidence of the cougar's hunt. The camera, a silent substantiation, snapped prints that would later reveal the story of jungle. In this hidden world of trees and dark, the cougar's journey unfolded, leaving a trail of mysterious images captured by the watchful eye of the trail cam. Coyote in the backyard. Once upon a spooky night, there was a backyard under the shiny moon. Suddenly, a sneaky coyote with sharp ears and a bushy tail appeared out of nowhere. A smart camera still watching caught the furry guy on film. As the clock ticked into the deep night, the sly coyote started screaming, making the air shiver. It was like a wild musical under the stars, and the camera recorded every yowl and howl. This mysterious creature had eyes shining like tiny lanterns, telling a secret story to the moon. Its cries echoed in the quiet darkness, making the hair stand on anyone who dared to hear. The once silent backyard turned into a stage for the coyote's night pieces. The camera, a quiet witness to this untold tale, documented the whole creepy scene. The runner, maybe sharing its adventures with unseen night brutes, kept up its wild serenade until the first light of dawn. And just like that, the backyard went back to its peaceful sleep, leaving only the echoes of the coyote's spooky song in the night's memory. Deadly whales. Once, big black whales got stuck on the sandy sand, and it was really bad. Their lives were slipping down, and it was like a big problem. But also, rescue teams came quickly, like heroes for the whales. The sand became a busy place with people in special clothes working hard. They used tools and tricks to help the stranded whales, like solving a big mystery to save the day. The whales looked really sad and scared, but the rescuers did not stop trying. They splashed water on the whales, tried to move them gently, and did everything to get them back into the deep, safe ocean. Everyone held their breath, hoping for a happy ending. It was tough, but after a lot of teamwork and not giving up, some of the whales started swimming back to their home. It was a hard day, but in the end, the black whales got a second chance, thanks to the kind hearts of those who worked together to help. Hundreds of eels in the water. One day at the calm lake, lots of slippery, long eels were swimming around, like a big underwater family get-together. The air was filled with the happy sounds of children giggling and shouting. Why? Well, these curious kids had figured out that eels really enjoy munching on bread. A bunch of excited kids, each holding pieces of bread. With big smiles on their faces, they took turns throwing the bread into the water. Splash! The eels hurried over to grab the floating treats, their smooth bodies wiggling with excitement. It was kind of like a dance between the bread and the eels, happening right there in the water. The kids were having so much fun, their laughter echoing around the lake. Some chuck bits disappeared super fast, eaten up by the empty eels. While others floated on the surface, making a sort of floating snack table. The day full of adventures with every throw and splash, the lake became a happy place for both laughter and gliding eels.
Is that all you got? Come on, come on. Come on.
Dead baby elephant. In a big green jungle, something really sad happened. A huge elephant with tears in his eyes gently picked up his bitsy baby with his long nose. The baby elephant was not moving anymore, and it made the big elephant very sad. So with a slow and careful touch, the big giant used his nose like a gentle hand to lift the little one. Feeling really, really heavy inside, the big elephant started walking, carrying his baby down from the place where it could not play and be happy anymore. It was like the jungle itself felt quiet, knowing something was not right. The big giant, moving slowly but with a strong heart, carried his little one through his nose, showing a deep love and a really heavy sadness. The jungle watched still as this very sad trip unfolded. In this quiet time, nature itself seemed to understand the sadness of the big elephant as he took his little baby away, step by step. Student took photos with giant alligator. Once, on a glowing day, a girl in a happy graduation outfit stood by the water. She smiled big as a giant alligator popped up, looking like it came from a dinosaur book. They seemed like friends ready for a big adventure. Click! The girl moved to solid ground, and guess who tagged along? Yep, the giant alligator. They walked together like best buddies. The girl laughed. The alligator sort of grinned, as much as alligators can. And they took more videos. It was like a magical day where people and alligators understood the same language of joy. The video told a story of an amazing friendship between a fresh graduate and a huge reptile. Who would have allowed a girl in a cap and gown and an alligator could make such an odd but encouraging story? Sometimes, the stylish stories are the ones where unexpected friends come together, and this was definitely one of those stories. Gorilla vs. Goose. Once upon a time, in a wild place, a funny thing happened. A big hairy gorilla met a brave and loud goose. It was all caught on camera, and wow, it was a funny sight. The goose, with its wings flapping and feathers all messy, walked up to the gorilla on the ground. Now you might wonder, why would a small goose bother a huge gorilla? Well, this bold bird was really gutsy. The goose, with a honk louder than a horn, tried to make the gorilla go down. It stretched its long neck, standing tall like it was saying, "Hey, big guy, this is my space." The gorilla, covered in fur, sounded puzzled at first, but then something magical happened. It joined in the fun. Instead of getting upset, the gorilla pretended to be spooked, making silly faces that even a clown would find funny. The goose kept honking and flapping, thinking it had won. The people watching behind the camera could not stop laughing at this funny face, off between a kind giant and a brave bird. Snail and the milk. In a teeny tiny world, a small snail went on a big adventure. On a piece of wood, a bit of milk accidentally spilled. Wow, what a find for our little slimy chum. The snail's eyes lit up with curiosity as it crawled towards the milky treasure. Slowly, the snail stuck out its sticky tongue and gently started licking the sweet milk drops. It was a crazy party for the tiny snail, who could not believe its good fortune. The little snail enjoyed each lick, and its shell jiggled with happiness. The milk, like a special potion, brought a lot of excitement to the snail's day. The wooden platform turned into a snail wonderland as the little explorer kept going on its milk trip. The drops were like tiny pools of happiness, and the snail, with its slow but sure pace, loved every bit of the surprise treat. And so, in that little world, a simple spill became a big feast for a little snail, creating a story of joy and tasty discovery. Huge gator. In a big forest, some news people found a huge surprise, a super big gator. It was so long, making everyone's mouths open wide and their eyes go really big. The news team, with their cameras and lots of curiosity, went on a surprise trip into the middle of the forest. As they walked still through the altitudinous trees, the noise of the leaves changed to a low, scary growl from the giant gator. Their hearts raced, But they kept going because they really wanted to see it. And then, there it was, hiding in the dark water, a real-life dinosaur gator. The team took a video and could not believe how lucky they were. With a camera click and a quiet gasp, they saved the most amazing discovery ever. The gator's vastness amazed them, and nature showed them something really, really special. The forest, which was a mysterious place before, now had a giant gator secret. The news people became the storytellers of this wild adventure. Jawfish with eggs. In the deep sea, a little creature called a jawfish got filmed, and something amazing was going down. This fish had a mouth crammed with loads of teeny eggs, making it a super cool sight. The video reveals the jawfish dude carefully taking care of all those precious eggs snuggled up in its mouth. Zooming in on the camera, you can see the fish's eyes showing how serious it is, like it totally knows it's got a big job. The eggs look like a bunch of shiny pearls neatly packed in the jawfish's mouth, making it a really awesome show. The jawfish Joe does not let the heavy load bother it. It stays right over the eggs, guarding them like a champ. This is basically an aquatic parenting scene, proving how cool nature is. The video tells the quiet but strong story of this jawfish, revealing the amazing and tricky life under the sea. The ocean, usually hidden from us, spills its secrets in this super cool video, making us amazed by the awesome things in the deep sea. Mysterious sea creature. On a sunny sand day, something really cool happened that got everyone super excited. A huge fish like the size of a grown-up got caught on camera near the shore. It had a big round body that stood out against the sandy background. People could not believe it. The beach was filled with talk as curious folks gathered to see this mysterious ocean creature. The enormous fish just lay there, its incandescent scales catching the sun. What kind of fish was it? Nobody knew for sure, and everybody started guessing. Some said it was the biggest fish ever, while others allowed maybe it was an ocean monster. The sand came a center of excitement as the big round fish came the talk of the town. The mystery fish came a personality, capturing the imagination of everyone who saw it. And that is how the story of the giant round fish at the sand came a special memory for the whole seaside community. Ghost ship. Out in the big ocean, something really strange happened. A giant fuzzy white ship appeared out of nowhere, making a shadowy shape against the sky. It was like the ship just popped in from another world, and it gave everybody watching the video a spooky feeling. The camera caught everything, showing how massive and ghost-like the ship was as it sailed through the mysterious waters. This ship, looking like a ghost from a long time ago, moved quietly across the waves, making a trail of mystery behind it. The shape of the ship was unclear, like it held secrets from way back. The camera made sure to show how strange and ghostly this moment was. The usually calm ocean became a spooky place. This weird ship, with its not normal feeling, made everything we thought we knew about the ocean a bit spooky. People who saw the video could not stop thinking about what secrets might be hiding in the fuzzy outlines of this ghostly ship, a real sea mystery that added a bit of magic to the huge open ocean. Drunken squirrel. Once upon a time in a big green forest, a little squirrel drank a lot. He saw the falling fruits and decided to cook them. The furry animal happily chewed on the juice and felt a little dizzy from the special juice. After eating the fruit, the chump realized that he was still empty. The tippler began stumbling through the forest in hunt of more food, stamping his little paws on the ground in hunt of something tasty. The drunk detective wanders around and jumps from place to find whatever snacks he can find. With all these travels and jumps, the funny squirrel is looking for his next meal. The forest echoed with the sound of rustling leaves and the occasional sob of crapulous creatures. In his drunken search for more snacks, the squirrel turns the timber into a joke. His tricks make trees and other animals laugh. And so the wood squirrel's crapulous journey continues, bringing joy to the peaceful land. Mysterious creature on beach. One sunny morning, a man walked on the beach, making a video of the beautiful moment. While walking, he found something strange that made him stop. There on the sandy shore was something that looked like an alien. When he looked closer through his camera, he found out it was not an alien, but a puffy, wet brush-tail possum. The creature, kind of like a fuzzy balloon, caught the man's eye. He recorded the weird moment, wondering how the possum got all wet. Its soggy fur stuck to its body, and it seemed odd against the calm beach. In his video, the man talked about being surprised by this odd find. He guessed how the possum ended up there, adding a bit of mystery to his morning walk. It made him realize how nature can surprise us, and he enjoyed the unexpected wonders it brings. Horrific creature in the forest. Deep in a big forest, where tall trees stood like ancient guards, something scary happened. One sunny day, a camera hidden in the woods saw something really spooky. At first, it looked normal. Birds singing, leaves moving. But when the camera zoomed in, a creature appeared, making everyone shiver. This creature had long, twisted horns that seemed to touch the sky. It moved still through the thick bushes, its eyes shining strangely, and its fur, as dark, stayed so still. The air felt thick as the creature walked, leaving soft whispers before. Even though it was daytime, the creature looked even scarier. Each step it took felt on purpose, and the once calm forest now felt a bit scary. The camera saw it all, telling a story of a creature not meant for daylight, a scary thing in the heart of the wild. The video made people feel uneasy, a story that stayed in the quiet forest. Black Wolf Howls. Once upon a sunny day, a big, loud wolf came out of its snug cave. The air was quiet as the wolf stepped out, its fur shining in the warm sun. Suddenly, the wolf howled super loudly, and the sound echoed through the hills and valleys. It was so loud that a curious Cam heard it. The Cam, with its long neck and kind eyes, turned to where the howl came from. Its ears stood up, trying to figure out the strange sound. The wolf did not stop howling, and the sound was strong and a bit sad. The Cam walked slowly towards the wolf, its hooves making a soft noise on the ground. As the Cam got closer, it looked at the wolf with interest and amazement. The wolf's howl seemed to tell a story of the wild. A story the Cam could feel but not fully understand. The two animals, one with fur and the other with a hump, shared a moment in nature. The wolf's howl hung in the air, connecting the wild spirits. Figures in the woods. In a quiet forest, a trail camera snapped a spooky shot in thick fog. A mysterious figure, all covered in mystery, stepped out of the mist. It felt like magic as the camera saw a puzzling person, their face hidden in the fog. But stay, there is more. A white goat hung out beside them, making the effects even more interesting. The fog, like a big curtain, hid the figure and the goat in a creepy hop. Who could it be? Someone lost? A secret keeper? Or maybe something from another world? The picture makes you wonder, just like the fog crawling in the air. The quiet woods turned into a stage for this mysterious pair, leaving you feeling amazed and a bit nervous. The trail camera accidentally told a tale, capturing this quick moment and letting the forest keep its secrets as the fog went away. Ring cam caught blurry figure. One night on a quiet farm, a special camera saw something really weird. It's like a magic eye that looks after the fields. This camera spotted a big bear just strolling around, sniffing and checking things out. Then, out of nowhere, a spooky, blurry thing whizzed by like a ghost. but you could not see it too well. The bear, all surprised and confused, stopped in its tracks. It looked around, trying to figure out what happened. The blurry thing disappeared into the night, and the bear was left scratching its head. The farm, usually calm, suddenly felt full of mysteries. The camera, our fibber without words, took a picture of this strange moment when nature and mystery mixed under the moon. The bear, back to its solo adventure, kept walking through the fields. The ghostly memory hung in the air, making the farm a place of curiosity and wonder. Shocking CCTV footage. In a quiet farm, something really strange happens, and it's all caught on camera by CCTV. A man comes out from behind a pile of wood, and there is an axe stuck right on top of his head. It's weird, and he looks like he is in big trouble. He's walking fast, nearly like he is stuck or hurt. And the axe on his head is shaking, which is just odd and kind of scary. As time goes by, the man's walking changes. The fast, scary steps slow down a lot. It's like he is getting weaker, and the axe on his head is getting heavier. He starts to stumble like a puppet with no strings. Walking becomes hard for him, like each step is a big effort. Then something really big happens. On a hill, the man falls down, but it's not a gentle fall. He tumbles hard. Right before he hits the ground, you can still see the axe stuck on the top of his head. It's a weird and creepy detail. The CCTV quietly records all of this on the peaceful farm. People watching are left confused and interested. What caused this strange thing? Was it an accident or something else? The questions hang in the air as the mysterious story unfolds in the farm footage, like a puzzle staying to be solved. Deadly sea creature. Once on a quiet sand, there was a big ocean creature lying there, not moving at all. It was 4 to 5 feet long, like a giant from the ocean that had come to the shore and stopped living. Its shiny scales sparkled in the sunlight, showing how it used to live happily under the waves. Was it a fish or a wolf? Nobody knew, but it had met a sad end, making the air feel a bit sad. The beach, where people used to laugh and play, now had a secret. The creature's eyes, once full of ocean curiosity, just stared at the sky, not seeing anything. Its pointy fins, not moving presently, showed how strong it used to be in the deep sea. The waves softly touched its body, like they were sad for losing an ocean friend. People wondered where the creature came from. Old people thinking hard tried to understand how the vast ocean brought this big creature to rest on their sandy sand. Rare wolf. In a big dark forest where the moonlight peeked through the leaves, a special wolf still walked around. His fur was like a blend of dark and shiny silver, making him nearly invisible at night. His eyes glowed like tiny lanterns, and one night, he set up something strange, a trail cam, a mechanical eye right in the middle of his home. The wolf looked at it with a puzzled face, his ears moving nervously. A gentle breeze whispered through the trees, making his glowing eyes indeed brighter. He carefully sniffed around the odd thing, feeling unsure. His instincts told him something was not right, and he perked up his ears at the slightest sound. The wolf, always alert, tried to figure out why this strange machine was in his peaceful forest. Under the moon's light, the wolf stood there like a guard of the woods, his glowing eyes showing the mystery of the trail. UFO sighting on trail cam. Once upon a quiet night on a farm, a curious deer wandered beneath the starry sky, its eyes softly glowing in the dark. The farms were calm until out of nowhere, strange lights appeared in the air. They looked like a UFO with bright headlights, spreading a magical glow across the fields. The deer, with its innocent gaze, set up itself surrounded by this mysterious light. Unknown to it, a nearby trail camera captured the enchanting moment.
Whether it's alien, I'm not sure about that, but it's definitely it's UFO.
The night turned into a canvas for a surprising dance of lights and nature. The deer, with its glowy eyes, unexpectedly became the star of a show it did not expect. The lights added a touch of magic to the scene, and the trail camera faithfully recorded the strange encounter. It's a story about a deer, a farm, and a surprise meeting with the unknown, frozen in the pixels of a nighttime trail cam shot. And so, in the quiet of that rural night, a tale unfolded, one that hinted at mystifications beyond, all lit up by the innocent gleam of a deer's eyes. Mysterious fox captured. One dark night in the quiet forest, a small camera with an electronic eye was secretly watching. This camera, like a spy, had a special job to see the hidden world that comes alive when the moon is high. While the stars sparkled above, the camera saw a rustle in the bushes. Out came a small, smart fox with a shiny gray coat. The camera's eye blinked, taking video of the fox's every move. The fox was not just playing around, its pointy ears perked up. And its nose sniffed the air. It was on a mission, looking for something special under the soft moonlight. The camera still recorded the fox's trip as it tiptoed through the forest, leaving secret paw prints for only the night creatures to follow. The camera saw the fox's eyes shine with curiosity, reflecting the moonlight. What was the fox after? That answer stayed a secret, hidden in the heart of the magical forest where the night kept its mysteries near, and the camera told silent stories of the wild nighttime adventures. Grizzly black bear. One sunny day near the river, something really funny happened. A big brown grizzly bear was just walking when it saw a huge bull elk. The bear, feeling like having some fun, decided to do a cool trick. It rolled over the elk with a big spin, surprising both the bear and the elk. Someone caught the whole thing on camera, and now it's a wild and funny moment in the animal world. The bear's happy moves made the day more cheerful as it rolled around with the elk by the river. The elk looked a bit confused but was not hurt, taking the surprise in a calm way. The video shows how nature can be playful, giving us a glimpse of the funny side of these big animals. It's like a reminder that even in the wild, animals can have silly and surprising moments, making a funny show by the peaceful river. The bear's quick show turned into a fun picture of the wild, where each day brings new and funny things to see. Wild animal and the corns. In a really dark forest one night, a tubby wild animal set off on a charge for a late-night snack. This curious animal, covered in rough hair and having sharp teeth, carefully walked toward a food dispenser. The air smelled like an exciting adventure and the tasty promise of something good. As the animal crawled in the dark, a little camera still watched the whole thing. The animal, following its strong nose, sniffed around for the special treat golden corn. The dispenser was like a safe full of corn, protected by the mysterious night. The camera, acting like a quiet fibber, took a video of every part of the animal's food adventure. The animal's nose dug into the ground, hunting for the hidden corn treasures. A sound of leaves moving showed it set up the tasty prize, and the feast started under the starry sky. That night uncovered a secret world of hunger and searching, with the camera quietly watching the animal's hunt for a crunchy delight. In the middle of the timber, the wild animal and the camera shared a story told in silent video under the moon's careful gaze. Mysterious sea creature. On a sunny sand day, something really cool happened that got everyone super excited. A huge fish, the size of a grown-up, got caught on camera near the shore. It had a big, round body that stood out against the sandy background. People could not believe it. The beach was filled with talk as curious folks gathered to see this mysterious ocean creature. The enormous fish just lay there, its incandescent scales catching the sun. What kind of fish was it? Nobody knew for sure, and everybody started guessing. Some said it was the biggest fish ever, while others allowed maybe it was an ocean monster. The sand came a center of excitement as the big round fish came the talk of the town. The mystery fish became a personality, capturing the imagination of everyone who saw it. And that is how the story of the giant round fish at the sand came to be a special memory for the whole seaside community. Spider molting video. Once upon a bright day in a land with lots of field and flowers, something really amazing happened. A tiny spider just doing its spider things in the morning sun. All of a sudden, it did something super weird. It started getting rid of its old skin, like a superhero changing outfits. This process is called molting. The spider looked like a little wizard doing a magic show. As time zoomed by really fast, the old spider skin turned into a crumpled piece on the ground. Slowly but for sure, a shiny new skin showed up. The spider changed, getting bigger and stronger. The whole scene was like a dance in nature, with the sunlight doing its part. In this magic fast forward, we saw the spider grow in an incredible way. The land, with the wind's whispers, saw this awesome show as the spider came out, fresh and ready for new stuff under the sunny daytime sky. And just like that, in a blink, a small creature. Zombie fish. In a quiet, spooky swamp, a man stumbled upon something strange. There were weird black fishes, almost like they came from a scary story, lying there like shadows. The man, curious as can be, just had to check it out. To his surprise, these odd fishes were not totally dead. With a determined spirit, he got some water and gently poured it on them. It was like magic. The fishes started moving a little on the dry ground. As if the water whispered a secret to them about being alive. The man's eyes got super big with amazement. He kept sprinkling water and something alluring happened. Those fishes, once thought to be dead, started moving more and more. It was like they were waking up in the middle of the spooky swamp. The man was right there, seeing this weird but wonderful event. The swamp, which was once creepy, turned into a place of pure wonder and magic. Just a touch of water brought those seemingly lifeless fishes back to life, making a memory the man would never forget. Strange sea creature spotted. Once upon a time, in the big, big ocean, there was a live video that showed something really strange. Picture this, a huge sea creature, like a supersized dino, swimming really deep where no one thought it would be. Its shiny scales sparkled in the water. And its long tail moved like it was doing a slow cotillion. People watching could not believe their eyes and were like, "What in the world is that?" People from all over wrote crazy things like, "Is it real?" and "Did I just see a sea monster?" It was like a giant puzzle piece in the middle of the ocean, making everyone confused. The live videotape came the biggest talk, with everyone trying to figure out what this riddle ocean creature might be. As the video kept going, the big lizard disappeared into the deep ocean, leaving viewers feeling both excited and puzzled. And that is how the tale of the strange sea creature quickly spread, making everyone super curious. Thank you for coming along on this spooky adventure with us. Subscribe to our channel if you want more spine-chilling stories and hair-raising encounters. We're always going into the deepest recesses to bring you the most intriguing and terrifying video ever captured on camera. And remember to set that notification bell to ensure you get all the updates on our fascinating adventures.